Enrique. This is your requested reading, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you see my sage, but I have been attempting to cleanse the air and do just some mental thoughts about you that I really don't know you. You can attest to that, but I've been trying to, everybody knows of any Baptist background or religious, sometimes you gotta, not sometimes, I believe it all the time, evilness is around you and evil spirits are around you, and they will try to cling to you. So your home is your sanctuary. That is something that is of God, and that's the truth. That being said, my home, and that's bad. Well, it's not bad, but I'm definitely not going to be looking at those cards. But my home is my sanctuary. So it's really weird that my sage is not burning to cleanse. I mean, it'll kind of singe, but it's not burning. So I'm going to go ahead and start your reading. I'm more prone to the Archangel card for you. So we're going to start with your regular tarot, and then we are going to do your 3 Archangels, and we are going to do, of course, your 1 Isis card. That being said, Enrique, since you wrote me your request, I have been I don't want to say meditating, but I have been thinking a lot about you as a person, or who you portray yourself to be. And keywords is portrayal. So while I finish doing this shuffle, I am going to say a mental prayer, and we're going to get started. I'm going to try to make sure that you see all the cards, since you stated that you were a skeptic. Well, not necessarily a skeptic, but you had dealt with a girl from Romania before. And I know you guys can't see my face, but I always look away from the cards, because I feel like if you see the cards, you kind of have an upper hand beforehand. So I have shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and we're going to get started. So, well, that's a really good card. Okay. Okay, so first and foremost, Enrique, you have quite a few of high cards. So you've got the Ace of Swords, the Magician, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So the number that I am seeing for you is 1. It's very singular. I don't know if something happened within the last day, or you're expecting news tomorrow, but it's very singular. It's almost like a me. So the Ace of Swords means victory. You have just been victorious, or you will be victorious in something you've been battling or working on very, very soon. That's very key. That is what the Ace of Swords, that means you are victorious. Something is coming to fruition for you. The Emperor, out of all of the cards, and I don't know if you have watched my previous videos, but out of all of the cards, this is the only card that's reversed. So it's almost like the king, or the person that you saw, it might be a boss or higher up, they're reversing your life. Now, it's kind of like they've taken a step back, they've kind of fallen. You've got the Queen of Pentacles. You've got wand cards, so it's almost in a nutshell of your cards. The Magician is coming out. The Magician is coming forth. Your fortune is changing. So you went through some trials and tribulations at work, and it almost looks like your boss was behind the scenes making things more difficult for you than what it was. And you've been tried and true. You felt like you were kind of standing alone in the weeds. You had colleagues or supporters who knew what was going on, but nobody was saying anything. You were kind of like the fighter in all of this. And being the fighter in all of it, you are being supreme. You're the Knight of Cups. You are being triumphant. So whatever you were battling, and I do feel like it's career oriented, looking at the cards, it's almost like a outside person. I don't want to say an HR representative, but an outside manager or higher up is a female, came in and kind of ushered everything, kind of smoothed everything out. But you are victorious in your thing. It's kind of like you had people and you were alone at first. So whatever the claim was, or whatever you were speaking up against, you were alone at first, but you had a solace somewhere. Somebody, a female representation, kind of heard your plea and worked in the background. You did most of the fighting yourself, but you are victorious in this. So I really do feel like it is a career venture that you are victorious in. It's kind of like you spoke up against something and you took a chance, and it's panning out for you, if it has not already. So maybe this happened today or yesterday, or it's going to happen very fast if it has not already happened. If you have not received that resolution already, it's coming and it's going to be victorious. So those are some really, really good cards. I'm going to be honest, it's very rare, even when I'm just shuffling and talking to myself and kind of seeing what the what is for the day. That's so weird that these cards are jumping out. So definitely I chose the right deck for you, because these cards right here just jumped out of the box. Like, read me. Silly, I know, but it's the truth. So your number is 1. Maybe it means you're gonna come out on top, but everything was very singular in that. And it's almost like either it just happened or it's going to happen within the next day. I don't want to say 1 week, because the cards were saying it's pretty much just happened, or it's happening where you're going to come out victorious. So it's almost in the immediate future for you. So we're going to pick those 3 cards again, but just keep in mind 1 singular, fast acting for you. So here's your deck. You know what? I just feel like shuffling one more time. Perfect. So your first card, just so you can see how I pick them out, is creative writing. Claircognizance, indigo, and crystal children. Okay, so claircognizance is your centralized card. Pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So what you believe in and what you're holding, it's almost like you wrote an email. That's what I'm getting here. You wrote an email. Somebody did something, or you were running numbers or doing some kind of analytical work, and you wrote something. Almost like it's something to outline something, like an article, and that's where it's coming up. And indigo and crystal children, I'm going to read this to you. It's about Archangel Metatron. Not Megatron, but Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Some people think that it literally means children. Maybe whatever you wrote, whether it was whatever numbers you were crunching, it was centralized around people who would be considered impressionable. People who are considered, I don't want to use the word less fortunate, but they're more simplistic. They have a more simplistic nature. So your 3 cards are basically stating, especially with pay attention to your thoughts and the ideas that are coming to you. What you found in your research was absolutely true. So hold on to that. It was the truth. And whatever you wrote to shed light on it, it's coming out, and it's going to help the people that you thought were being adversely affected by what you found. This is a really weird, I don't want to use the word weird. I don't know what kind of reading this is, but it's really, it's speaking to me in more ways than one, so I'm definitely going to see. So finally, the hot and heavy. I love this deck. Again, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start educating people who, because I think a lot of people are interested in decks and cards and reading them and seeing what they mean. They just don't know how to get into it, or they're too scared of what people or the masses or the friends or family or whomever will think. I think I'm going to start linking other reviews of these cards, because the cards tell a story, and if anybody who gambles, whether you gamble online or anything like that, it's a game of chance. These cards are chance cards, and meaning it's not a ruse, it's not a gimmick. I prefer to do my readings the way that I do them, where I just pick a name. I don't ask a person their birthday, anything like that, because the cards will tell the story. You don't need a biography on somebody. Anybody who needs a biography, I wouldn't deal with that person. And I can tell you that I get spiritual guidance from not only my pastors with my religion, but also I talk to people who have ancestral guidance. So getting that out of the way, that's your card. I hope you can see it. Magic and ritual. It doesn't mean what you think it means. If you remember your card from what I was just talking about, it said creative writing. So you have a process in life. You have a process in everything that you do. You are a very strategic person, and your strategy and your resoluteness is what grounds you, and it's what keeps you motivating. And this is what that card is saying. And it's almost like you're in a career field where you're doing what you love. It is sacred to you. It is something that you're doing. So basically, to me, this card is saying stick to what you know, stick to what you have been doing, because it is proving successful and it is proving you right. So those are your cards. I hope this makes sense. I am always looking for feedback. Music lover, you said you were going to watch it. Please, if you watched it, if any of it made sense to you, if none of it made sense to you, please feel free to comment on your video. Enrique, please feel free to comment on this video and let me know if any of this makes sense. I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions. Light and love, guys. I am going to wash my face and prep my hair for tonight, and then we are going to do a Queen Supreme Court and gag order review. So I will talk to you all soon. Light and love. Bye.